Oh my god. Oh my god, he's so cool, bro. Hold on, Emu might have cast a spell on me, because what the fuck? I'm glazing too much. Jesus Christ. Put them lemon pepper steppers in his face. God damn. Alright, what do crew? It is I, your local cloud nigga Nimbus, and we are back here again with another One Piece live reaction / review for you today. Now, before we get into the goodness, can you please, for me, hit that like, comment, and finally drop that sub button? It would mean the world if you can join this community. I'm growing here on YouTube. Now, with all that being said, let's get in the peak! And peak this chapter was, because I'm not gonna lie. Oh my god, bruh. Emu, like, if I could summarize the chapter in like a few words, this chapter was just Emu swinging his dick around, like, and I'm here for it. All homo, by the way. I got chapter 1180 titled Omen, and I did, like, when I was during my initial read through, I did go back and forth on if it was going to be called Omen, because I remember seeing some of them might be called Maki. Now there are different translations, because this is the early translation. The official release has not come out yet at the time of me reading this, and it says it could either be read as Omen or as Maki, which means demonic ore. So we might either get Omen, Maki, or demonic ore as the official title. Pick your choice. Cover page story is Vegapunk giving Zeus the ability to rain candy. And obviously, Chopper is loving it. Alright, time for the meat and potatoes. It's time to see what Big Moo got for us today. Alright, you better not disappoint. This is, I hope you, ooh, before I read this, hold on. Matter of fact, put the camera back on me, nigga. I want y'all niggas to understand this. Like, hear me and hear me well when I say this. Right, before I read this chapter, I need Emu to absolutely wreck shop. I need him to just go around just fucking rocking people's shit, bro. This is the final villain of One Piece. A review 30 years in the making. If this nigga's not cold, if this nigga's not an actual demon, I'm not gonna say nothing too crazy, but I will be very disappointed. Yeah, I'll be very, very disappointed if this nigga don't be moving on some timing, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. This first page, I was stuck on this first page for like, I'm not gonna lie, like 15 minutes on my initial read through. Because what the actual fuck, this. Whoa! Look at this nigga! Oh my god, he's so cool, bruh. Oh my god, all glaze, nigga, bruh. Oh my god, he's so fucking cool, bruh. This is a, ooh, oh my god. Oh my god, he's so cool, bro. Oh fuck. Nah, cause him just posted up, right? On the spire was already cool, but now that he's standing up, bro, this shit is too cold. Fuck. Have you ready yet? I'm gonna try my best not to glaze him this fucking all review, but god damn, is he fire as fuck, bro. Okay, and then so everyone, that's just the entire land singing his beat, bro. Oh my god, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that fucking meme of Naruto pulling up the pain with the JBLs. I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Since your pretty ass soon as you came in the door, I just wanna chill, got a sack for us to roll. Just like Emu pulling up with like, you know, the entire world singing his song, bro. We want to talk about his design, right? Outside of it just looking cool as hell. I feel like we can learn a lot about him and a lot about his past from his design, right? And one thing that initially really stood out to me is his belt, right? That belt giving me huge Elbaf vibes, especially with like the striped kind of skirt he got going on. Kind of remind me of the belt that Luffy got going on. And then I've also seen somewhere people saying, you know, the horns with the cuffs, with like the spiked cuffs, are giving them Ancient Giant vibes. And I can see it, but I think the horns are just more of a fact of him just being a devil. Because honestly, I think he's more closer to being an Oni, not gonna lie. Because I think he's like around the same size as Yamato, if we're really deep in it. So he might be closer to the Oni, I want to say, more than the Ancient Giants, only because of how big he is. Like, he's not as tall as Loki, as we're going to see later on, but he is still pretty tall. And like, you know, comparing Emu and Yamato height-wise, I can see that, right? Obviously we got his skin. Now I think some people were comparing the shading on his skin to the shading on Shanks' hair, so he might actually be red. But until we see it, that's a nigga to me. And since he's a nigga, Lunarian, right? But it looks like he has white hair, So I can really just see kind of like some Lunarian King vibes in him. Like, I'm analyzing his design. I'm not gonna lie, fuck, like, cause like that looks like his belt looks like a giant's belt. Like his belt looks like a giant's belt, right? Y'all see that, right? And obviously he has the skulls on it. The skulls are pointing downwards. I don't think we've ever seen anybody with downward pointing skulls. All the skulls, not skulls, the horns. I'm tweaking. We haven't seen anyone with downward facing horns. The only people we've seen have upward facing horns being fighting fishmen, ancient giants, and I think one more other race I'm forgetting about. But those are the people who have horns, and all their horns point up. These horns are pointing down. He has an eye on his hand. Oh my goodness, this nigga's so fire, bro. Okay. And then going on to his those little rings around his feet, right? Those rings, I thought those were part of like his cloak, or like, you know, part of like that little kilt skirt he got going on. I realized that that's just part of his tail. I think that's just his tail coiled up around his legs, truthfully. And another thing that I wanna point out, and something that I don't think, and I haven't seen anyone point out this a lot, and I don't know if this is a nothing burger or anything, but if you notice all throughout the chapter, anytime Imu's holding his weapon, he keeps his blade pointed to the ground, like at all times. I don't know what that means or why Oda decided to draw him like that specifically, especially because like the top end is the top end that's like, you know, billowing out the black flames almost, right? But yeah, that's his design. He teleports right down in front of everyone inside of West Village, and he's just like, yo, who's the king of this place, right? Who I gotta speak to? Who's in charge, right? Who top dog? Who top nigga here? You see Summers, and like you said, cuts Gert's fingers off. What's happening in Summers' body? Wait! Oh, what the fuck happened to our fingers? What are you doing, Summers? Oh. And he even has a halo! He has a halo! Wait. Oh, okay. So that cloud of eyes, I thought that was like a Hagoromo on his back. No, that's a halo on his head. Oh, nah. Gotta have a crown wherever you go, bro. Gotta keep that crown wherever you go. Oh, God, bro. Am I an Emu Glacier? Have I joined the world government? Nah. So, listen, I still know who my captain is, bro. At the end of the day, I still know who my captain is. But yeah, that nigga is, whew, this nigga's cold, bro. Speed Blitz is everybody there, right? Everyone just getting up in a panic. And obviously, like I called it last video, who's the first nigga to pull up? This nigga is dark skinned and he has a sword or a bladed weapon. Zoro has to be the first nigga to fight him, bro. It's like I said, like, bro, that's just how it is. Listen, Oda, I am very familiar with your game, bro. You can't fool me, bro. I'm caught on this nigga Zoro, bro. Hey, this is more ammunition for him being black. That's why listen, man. Oh, Summers got his steel heart back. Yeah, obviously, Stanza loses his leg, saving Haruto's dumbass. And I just love how the houses in the back, like, they're all demonified by Imu's powers. They're all just like instigated in the back. And they're not saying words, but I listen. Those moans and those R's, I know exactly what they're saying. Listen, but we locked in like these. Don't worry. All right, this shit right here is funny as fuck to me in my read through. Fucking Zoro, King of Hell, 3-sword style, Purgatory Onigiri, right? King of Hell, 3-sword. Hey, don't say that around this nigga. King of what? King of who? Don't say that around this nigga. Hold on. King of Hell, 3-sword style, Purgatory Onigiri. Okay, he blocks with his tail. Oh man. Huh? Oh wait, whoa, hold on. What do you do? Damn, Zoro. Hey, like I said, king of who? Yeah, pipe down, bro. You ain't the king of shit in Big Moose presence. Hold on, Imu might have cast a spell on me, because what the fuck? I'm glazing too much. Jesus Christ. But yeah, my friend has sent me a tweet, right? I don't know if I can find it. I'm gonna pull it up right here. It's just like and I even made the joke in the chapter like accidentally. It's just like when he said King of Hell, I'm like, King of who? Cause nigga, that's a real demon. You fighting a real demon right now. And Imu, he lets that boy know, boy, you a fake demon, bitch. Sends him flying back. Haruto trying to spin back for his mans. Sends a little demon clone, a little demon ball after him. In a pack. Oh, fuck. Yo, that little demon has some kick to it. What the fuck? Whoa. Whoa. That took out a lot. Whoa. Jesus Christ. Okay. Then Emu slides somewhere an Omen. I think that might be a buff. I'm pretty sure it's probably going to be a buff. Because like I even mentioned it in some of my my reviews and my reactions. Is like I had an issue. At first I had an issue, or not issue, but a problem with like the Holy Knights being weak. But then I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, they are celestial dragons after all. They are kind of nepo babies, right? But now I think with Emu here, Big Moo quickly summers. There's no time to waste. Yeah, that's a great one. Look at this. Okay, all right. Listen, I've been glazing Emu a lot, but I've never called him a great one. That's a level of glaze I'm not willing to take. He giving his little homie a power boost. So now we might get to see what a cracked out Thorn Emu might turn out to be. Emu and Summer split apart. Oh, and as Emu dips, right, the houses go back to normal, right? And that's interesting, you know, for multiple reasons. Because one, that lets us know that, like, you know, it's not a permanent effect. It's just like, you know, whenever you're around Emu, or so it seems. As I'm going to mention something later on in the chapter. But now during my read through, I was kind of like confused on this. Cause like he first pulled up on Aust Castle. The houses scream. Then go back to normal. Okay. No, it makes sense. Because Aust Castle is very close to West Village, so it makes sense for him to be leaving now the area of West Village and Aust Castle for the houses to kind of go back to normal. Because if you remember, none of the houses by the library, by Nami, by Chopper, none of them started singing. It was only the houses by the castle, so you know it makes sense. The old dude, I need to remember his name. Cause it's not. Is it Mountain Beard? No, Mountain Beard is the one who died. Like I feel like me, I can't remember that old dude's name. Like I'm gonna get y'all. I'm gonna get back for the I'm gonna remember for the for next chapter for sure. But yeah, that old dude essentially just like, hey, there's a new nigga on the block. And yeah, once again, Emu is flying with these new black wings, you know. Now, I would like to say this is a point to him being Lunarian, but I can see that these black flames are made out of like the Omen or the Abyss flames. But going back to what I was originally going to say, once again, when he's flying, his Naginata is pointed down, right? Like the bladed end of the Naginata is pointed down, right? And as he's flying by, he sees, you know, he spots the block of ice and seeing Gunko, right? He sees Gunko, he sees his favorite baby mama, and he just sends over a little demon blast with an explosion, hoping that, you know, it can free her. Emu spotted his favorite shawty. Damn, shawty. I don't think it's gonna free her. We never find out. I think we're gonna find out maybe in 2 chapters. I don't think we're gonna find out next chapter. I think next chapter is gonna mainly be on Loki and Emu, as well as Chopper trying to figure out the wounds that Emu inflicted. Right? Honestly, I didn't even peep this in my first read through. Gaban's by himself. Like, cause Chopper is with the people in West Village right now, right? And I'm saying this because, you know, we cut over to Gaban's group near the lift, Realm of Sun. What's going on? I've never felt hockey like this before, not even on God Valley. He's just like, oh, I've never felt this hockey, not even on God Valley. And that confused me for a lot, because I'm like, wait, Emu pulled up on God's Valley because he just showed up in Saturn. But I guess it just means there's like a huge difference between Emu showing up in somebody,
pause,
versus showing up himself, right? And with Gaban being by himself, kind of just being in the middle, right? Because like, if you guys remember the diagram from, I think it's 1100, I think it's like 1173, like the branch diagram, right? Obviously, like, you know, the kids aren't marching across it anymore, right? Like, they're safe, like, cause like you're only so like when Satan himself comes down from his throne, like, you can only be so safe, right? So with the kids being safe, right, that kind of like changes the whole entire dynamic of that branch route map, right? And like, I'm gonna pull it up right here for you guys. So as you can see, right, Gaban's kind of like by himself, right? Meanwhile, everyone's kind of like on either over there by the library or back here by the or whichever way I have it. Like, they're either by the library or by the village, right? And what I think is going to happen, I think next chapter, I think we're going to see Gabon joining in the fight between Loki and Imu. Like, I think we're going to see a triple threat of Loki, Imu, and Gabon. Maybe Sanji can hop in when he recovers, along with Jinbei and Frankie if he gets that super cola. Because I'm not gonna lie, they are going to have to jump that man. I mean, it kind of doesn't matter. With Loki unfreezing like all the food, it gives Luffy at least something to eat, so he can at least join the fight later on. This scene right here, right? This scene with Imu pulling up to the library school, right? Ooh, I'm not gonna lie, that's tough. Him landing up onto the scene, or a circle of black fire and Haki just emanating off him. Ooh, that's tough. That's tough. Oh my god. When he pulls up, obviously we see that giant circle of just Omen flame. Aura, by the way. But like, something that I did notice in my initial read through is that none of the trees or buildings here are like coming to life. They don't have any of that dark aura on them, right? And in a chapter where Oda like shows us Imu leaving, like makes that go away, right? Like he obviously isn't forgetting, like, you know, color in like those trees, like, you know, to make them turn evil. So I think it may have something to do with this area being frozen, like everything's frozen, so he can't, maybe like ice use, like, you know, the Omen can't go through ice or something like that. I don't know. And if it does, that would mean Aokiji is gonna play a much bigger role in the story later on. But then, obviously, with Imu pulling up, Sanji got to spin the block on him. Who said you could come free him? Okay, and Sanji bucks, Imu bucks Sanji's kick. Okay, Sanji upscale? Question mark? Is this a Sanji upscale? Y'all let me know. Is this a Sanji upscale? Because, you know, Imu used his tail to block Zoro, but he had to raise his whole foot in order to block Sanji. I feel that's a Sanji upscale. You know, okay, so they clash. Oh, and that's another Sanji upscale. Because Imu actually made an attack. To hit Sanji. He just took some shit out the palm. He really just took the dandruff out of the palm of his hand and threw it at Zoro. Meanwhile, he had to let Sanji know that he actually got feet for real. I was about to say hands, but you know, Sanji's gonna use hands, so he got feet for real. But little tiny busted dude with Zoro. Meanwhile, the whole time he gonna raise his foot, block Sanji. Actually, he's not even block. He deadass parried that nigga, spin back with his right leg, ham. Ooh! Imu said I'm nice. I'm nice with the footies with it. Oh my god, I'm nice with the feet. Oh shit! Imu put them lemon pepper steppers onto Sanji's ass. Oh fuck! Put them lemon pepper steppers in his face. God damn! Another pack gone. Diable who? Devils who? Man, that's just hilarious. Then obviously we got Loki pulling up, and these niggas just going aura for aura, and I'm here for it. What's with these black flames? Okay, big ass foot. Hey, what business do you have on Elbaf?
14 years ago, Harold was killed here. I've come to find the one responsible. He was my servant.
Like hell he was. Harold was my father, and more than that, he was the king of Elbaf. This scene is dripping with aura. I'm the one you're looking for.
I see. If thou had not been here, many tribulations could have been avoided.
Where in the world would I be but Elbaf? Remember that next time, you dumbass. Fuck your shit, Loki, bro. Oh my god, spin for pops, bro. Loki, it's time to spin for pops, bro. It's time to spin for pops, Loki. Like, actually, this time. Oh my god, bro. That was a great chapter. Great fucking chapter. This scene is going to cook in the anime, bro. Oh, bro. With a lightning coming down as Loki standing down over this nigga. Now, I am looking at the official translation. I always gotta support the official release. I'm not gonna lie, I do like the other version better. In the official translation, it says, "Here in the real world, you deal with me and Elbaf. Remember that, clown." Yeah, I really like that old version better. That's too much aura. But yeah, that's the end of the chapter. It's very much action packed. Essentially just Imu swinging his dick around. Hold on. I just peeked something. Hold on. You're telling me, right? Because I just realized this. Imu pulled up to West Village, and obviously Harudi, Zoro, and Stanzen pull up. They try to slide. Meanwhile, Dory and Broggy are right there, and they don't do anything. Hands in pockets. Dory, Broggy, I fuck with y'all. Don't do no shit like that ever again. Don't let me catch y'all with y'all hands in y'all pockets ever again. Okay? 'Cause I rock with y'all. I don't want to start calling y'all frauds. That's just like one more bit of observation before I peace out for y'all. But anyways, if you made it to the end of the video, I'd like to thank you so very much. And if you made it to the end, you probably fuck with me. Listen, fuck with you. So go ahead and hit that like, comment, and finally drop that sub. With all that being said, I'm gonna get out of here. Y'all be easy, stay safe. Later!